Alright, so welcome back, everybody. Last week, we caught up with you all in the aftermath of the battle with the Kraken Society goons who had shown up to murder and or abduct you all. And after this whole scene had played out and the Kraken Society goons lay dead at your feet, you were approached by several representatives of the Hand of Yartar. The women of the Hand of Yartar, the Hand of Yartar being an all-women's thieves guild operating in the city. The women of the Hand congratulated you all on your victory and were quite impressed with how handily you were able to slay those amphibious creatures. And as such, we're happy to share some information regarding the situation and their observation of it and their roles in it in the city. Going on to inform you that the lady in purple would likely be, a Lady Italia, frequents the Grand Dame Riverboat Casino, and is somewhat of an interesting individual. They've been trying to recruit her into the ranks of the Hand of Yartar for some time, to no success. They told you all about a agent that they had planted onto the riverboat and would be there the night with you all. And after hearing everything that Scimitar Sally, this representative of the Hand, had to tell you all, you then returned to the Water Baron's Hall to prepare for your night out on the Riverboat Casino. You all boarded the Grand Dame and began to engage in an evening of music, drink, and gambling on the boat. Here, you did eventually meet up with Lady Italia, a woman who you all learned to be a telepath. And you figured out that she had been tasked with aiding the abduction of the young nobles. You met her on the riverboat, and through her telepathy, she was able to glean that you all were there to look for her, or at least to interact with her in some way. And so she reached out to you all first. She asked you to meet with her after the boat had docked and the festivities for the evening had concluded. And in so doing, she led you to a alleyway. She told you about her involvement in what had been going on, how she had been coerced into abducting these nobles, how she was under the thumb of a man named Usith, a charmy but rather slimy is the best word to describe this individual. Man who had been working underneath the city in the sewers to round up these young nobles and then ship them out. She didn't know too much, but she was able to tell you how to get to Usith. So this is when she showed you all the sewer grate directly beneath her feet, directing you all that Usith was down there, and all you needed to do was follow the sewer eastward until you could not anymore. After listening to Atalia's tale, you all descended into the sewers beneath Yartar in search of Usith. And while you were digging around down there, you came across a control room, and upon entering it, the ceiling itself began to slither and slide across the surface of that ceiling until little pseudopods began reaching out towards Horus, the first to enter the room. And that is where we pick up... Oh, oops. That is where we pick up today. I accidentally closed out my Roll20 screen. One moment, everyone.
Horus, no.
So, to kick things off, everybody, we are going to roll initiative.
I love my little barbarian.
Hey, a 5.
Stand back, buddy. I'll help you.
Okay. So we're missing a couple people in the initiative. Let me get our new anthropomorphic friends, or not anthropomorphic, amorphous friends in there.
Yeah, mine did not roll there. tell me to re-roll it or just tell you what it is?
Go ahead and re-roll it, and then we'll adjust it to what your original roll was.
13.14.
Is your token selected while you're rolling there, Brevin? Because I'm not seeing it pop up in the
Yeah.
initiative. There it
That's
is.
how we did it. 16.14, but
Okay,
it was
so what was the first one?
13.14.
Okay. All right. Looks like we just need. Okay, it just needs Wyatt's initiative in there. Wyatt, are you back at your computer, or should I roll initiative for you?
I'm coming.
All right, cool.
Run, Chris, run!
Run, Forrest.
It's been too long since I've seen that movie. It's one of the movies that I like to watch for character ideas, because even just like the minor 5-minute characters in there are all so well fleshed out. Okay.
Do you want to help Mama play? All right.
All right. So, Horace, you get a faint ringing in your ear, a mild headache just approaching these creatures as they reach down their pseudopods, grasping out for you. Horace, I'm assuming that you all shout out some sort of an alarm, because Dandy is first, but I don't know if she knows what's going on just yet.
We all knew
Yeah,
beforehand that there was something there, though.
I was looking up at the ceiling when they came down and started to form, and I'm like, oh, we have visitors.
Okay.
Sound the alarm.
All right, Dandy, you are up first.
Now normally I would rage first, but I'm going to rage next time. And I'm going to set off Radiant Soul because icky shadows usually don't like that. And hold. Radiant Soul, and then I'm going to smack it with a I'm clicking buttons, nothing's happening.
Okay.
Stuff
You
just
are
popped
still
up.
quite a ways away from any of these creatures. There are many of them dropping from the ceiling directly above Horace.
Okay, I think I have to. This is not.
See
Okay, there we go.
Dandy's token.
There we go.
Yeah, it's because I was in the hallway.
Ah.
I'm gonna get here, initiate Radiant Soul. I'm just gonna climb over all my friends. Excuse me. Pardon
Excuse
me.
me, pardon me.
Pardon me. I'm clicking buttons and nothing's
Okay,
happening.
I'm seeing the silvered great axe. I saw the 17
Yeah,
up
here.
first.
Okay, sorry.
So, a 17 most certainly does hit. Okay.
Do I add anything for Radiant
So
Soul?
for
I can't
11
remember.
damage, I do not believe so. So which one are you striking at, Danny?
You
The one
actually.
Yeah,
You?
deal
You
extra
add
radiant damage to a target
Okay.
when you deal damage
Equal
to
to
an
your
attack.
level. It's equal to your level, so
Okay.
6.
6 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
That is nice, okay. Jeez, just whenever, that's awesome. Cool, alright. So an extra 6,
And
so
then I get to-
17 total.
And I get to swing it again? Or do you want to use that second roll?
Yeah, we'll
as
use the
my-
second roll. They both hit, so
Okay.
that's totally fine.
Okay, thank you.
So 17 and 12. Dandy, which one were you striking at?
I would like to start with the one to my left. The one
Okay.
that's kind of closer to my friends. I'll deal with the other one later.
17 and 12. So 29. Dandy, you strike at it with your axe, just cleaving right across the top of the roof. Your axe bites all the way through it, leaving a little bit of a spark trail across the ceiling as you swing, and it drops from the ceiling. Kind of
Hooray!
splats onto the ground, mixing in a little bit with all the other refuse and crud on the ground, but it does stop twitching around.
Awesome.
Alright. Anything else?
I'm going to announce to the room, hey guys, they don't like being cut in half.
Few things do.
Some things do, though.
Some things do.
Wyatt, you're up.
I think this is well in hand.
Oh. Dandy, I forgot to mention something.
Uh-oh.
As you strike that creature and begin to pull it, you begin to pull your axe back, you hear a faint sizzling sound.
Oh, they don't like silver, guys.
The sizzling sound is coming from your axe.
Oh, silver doesn't like them. If I look at my axe, what do I see? Is it like starting to get like?
It is corroding. There are little pockmarks in the middle, and there is smoke rising from the metal.
Ugh, I'm gonna let everyone know that.
Your axe now has a
They
permanent -1 penalty to its damage rolls.
Sean.
Sorry. All right.
Oh,
So
it was a magic axe.
It is.
it is a silvered axe.
Silvered.
Silver does not grant it makes it so that you can deal damage to creatures with magical resistance, but a silvered weapon itself is not a magical weapon.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It allows you to bypass
Yeah.
resistances as if it was, but it is
A
not
moon touch
self-magic.
weapon though would. Moon touch counts as magical, so that would resist that
Yes.
effect.
Okay, Wyatt.
Wyatt will step into the room and get in so his other companions can get in. And he'll try to cast Sacred Flame on the closest one.
Okay.
Ooh, no.
Dex. It does fail horribly.
Nice. That's all of Wyatt's turn.
Brevin, you're up.
Let me approach a little closer. Hold on one sec here, let me move this right quick. I'm gonna try to ease up through here again to kind of let other companions into the actual room. Or actually, what I'm going to do is I will climb up the wall, some of the spider climb, and get on the other side of Wyatt.
Okay.
And while clinging to the wall, I'm going to fire my first Eldritch Beam at the one that Wyatt just attacked. Oh, that's an evocation for I need an actual attack. Hold on. There you are.
19 definitely hits.
So,
8.
Except I don't have Hex going, so it's going to be
6 then.
6 instead, yeah.
Oh,
is
the
that
hex.
still
The 6
standard?
is the hex. Oh no, so it's just 2.
No. The 6 is both Hex and the
Okay.
Agonizing Blast together.
Okay, I
First,
got it.
yeah, the first amount in the parentheses is the Hex. The second amount is the other.
Okay, so it looks like we're
So
looking
is
at a
it-
total of 6 damage. Okay. Yep.
Okay, is it still standing
It is.
or sort of standing? Okay.
Clinging to the
Then
ceiling.
Then we're going to shoot another one at it
That hits.
for 8 damage.
And that does drop it from the ceiling. Splats onto the
Shouldn't have ate
desk.
You shouldn't have ate my bat.
Oh no, I forgot they got
Oh,
E.
yeah.
No.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Okay. Anything else from Brevin?
That is it for the time being.
All right. So, you all begin to hear psychic ringings in your heads as these creatures emanate some sort of psionic field from them. Who here has the lowest intelligence scores?
Buh.
And I.
My int is 0.
Let's
it's a
look
10.
at
A
some
10.
scores. A 10?
A
Boris,
10.
you said you might be up there. What's your score?
I'm an 8.
Is anyone lower than 8?
Can't get lower.
I
than
know,
8.
I was about to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Does anyone else
say-
match with 8?
I
I'm not
also
a
have
s-
an 8.
You both have 8s. Okay. So that ringing in your ears begins to intensify and reach a high, painful pitch. I need both of you to please make intelligence saving throws.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey!
Eh.
Oh no.
I'm not a smart dwarf.
I'm not a smart dwarf. Okay, it's not too bad. All right, so Horace, you do take that full 8 psychic damage as that ringing reaches such a high-pitched tone it begins to be distracting and painful. Wyatt, you do take only half at 4 psychic. Brings us to Charles.
All right. Let's see. I think we're just gonna get a little bit closer here. We're gonna target this one on the right. We're gonna cast Hex on it, and we're gonna start going down.
I'm getting sleepy.
Those are both hits.
Ooh, nice.
And another one drops in a motionless pile of muck onto the floor.
Oh, team.
With my bonus action, I'll get my Steel Defender to walk up over here and jump up and try to pull it down.
Charles, I have to ask about a point of order here. Is your Steel Defender going to come into contact with one of these creatures?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
It's fine, I know mending.
Yeah. As long as it's not too bad, it also has that stuff repair trait, so.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Well, it missed.
It missed,
so it doesn't
yeah.
matter. Alright, that's it for me.
All right, Horace, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move into there so that it's cornered. And, I will. How far away are we from our destination up the sewer?
You all don't know for sure. You haven't really seen what Atalia would have referred to as the eastern edge of the sewer system.
More than 60 feet.
Yes.
I will toll the dead.
Okay.
Those.
It's only 1d12.
No, it's 2d8.
2d. Oh, right, 2d8. Sorry, I get it mixed up. I know the damage changes when it's hurt, so it's from d8 to d12. Okay.
Yeah.
The spell save 14 wisdom.
It does fail.
Takes 13 necrotic.
Okay. Not quite down yet. Anything else for us?
No.
All right, Dandy, back to you.
All right. I would like to rage, please.
Okay.
Th- There's only one left.
There's only one left.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna just good luck, guys. No,
Javelin?
yeah, I'm gonna do a javelin. I was just being a smartass. Pew.
That's certainly a hit.
Ooh.
4.
And I was gonna do it again. Oh wait, does it also take the radiant damage, or am I too far away?
It says whenever you make an attack. Let me make sure it's not just melee.
Okay.
It's a once per turn add the radiant damage to an attack.
Yeah, when you hit with an attack, so you get to add that d6.
All right.
It's not a
It's
D6.
not
Oh,
even
just
D6,
just
it's
six.
one
It's
six,
just
yeah.
6. Yeah, just 6. Sorry.
Yeah. We're gonna huck another one for funsies. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
And that will take it down. Drops in a motionless little pile of something that's very similar to a dark gray mucus onto the floor. And with that, drop out of initiative.
Dandy's just
So-
going to hold her great axe to her chest, just sobbing because it's damaged.
So could I use mending to repair her axe?
You could.
I will cast mending on the axe.
She is going to lift Charles into such a bear hug that his vertebrae pop. Thank you so much.
Too much, too much.
Dandy's not allowed to have puppies.
Oh no.
It's what I do. I fix things.
Wait, now start with your spine.
All right, everyone. So, just a quick reminder of where you are currently. This is an office, some sort of a little administration of the sewer type of place. There is a desk, some paperwork strewn about it. All the paperwork does seem to be in relation to day-to-day sewerish activities, water flow, trash accumulation, things like that. There are 4 valves, 2 on the floor and 2 on the wall in the northwestern corner. Yeah.
That sounds important later.
Are there any
Um,
markings on the valves?
There does not appear to be any sort of instructional markings on the valves.
Can I ruffle through the papers to see what they say?
Sure. Make an intelligence check. Investigation.
Are there any signs that bad guy this way?
Oh,
So Charles, unfortunately, the paperwork on the table is basically, it might as well be in a different language. It's a lot of talk about sewer throughways and waterways and drainage and all kinds of that stuff like that. And unfortunately, it's just not really clicking for you.
all right.
Were the shadowy blobs protecting anything, or were they just like sleeping?
You can make it'd be an Arcana and Nature check, both together. So you can split them up however you'd like to. So one person can make each one, the same person can make both, whichever you'd all prefer. But Arcana and Nature.
I have a 0 in both, if anyone would like to help. I'll do nature.
Oof.
Let's nature.
Technically, I don't have proficiency in Arcana, but it's at least a positive modifier. Man, I can also toss guidance on myself, so let's do this thing.
Oof. Yeah, you all don't know how these big old gray boogers came to life, but they sure did, and it hurt.
So where did Attila tell us to go? East, right?
Talia said
Yeah.
east, yes.
By the way, in case you didn't notice, these guys, they like attacked my brain.
Yes, that would be one certainly
there
notable
was-
thing.
You think it's because like we serve a higher power? They just don't like higher powers.
Could be.
Antithea's doozes.
That's why they didn't attack me yet. Mine's technically a lower power.
I believe in nothing.
Maybe they just didn't want to go to church.
Kind of think we took them anyway.
Get way
Alright,
too
well,
much use out of Pun Dog.
Yeah.
We know that there's 4 valves here, but we don't know what they're used for yet. But I guess we'll continue exploring and maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, Wyatt, could you please make a perception check?
Retro.
Sure.
He left.
So Wyatt, you hear something. It sounds like an injured animal off to the west. Make a nature check to follow up your perception check. You definitely hear something that sounds like a high-pitched whimpering. Okay, yeah, you've heard some animals on the streets making noises like this. It definitely sounds like a wounded animal of some kind.
Cool. Can I like take a running leap and jump to the other side?
If you get enough room for a running leap, then yes.
Like, does it matter what direction I take, or is it like, can I like run south and then leap west?
No,
Make-
no, you would need to run south and then leap south, run west, leap west.
You
Okay.
can leap from here.
If you need an assist, I suppose Dandy can yeet you.
I'm oh,
10
here.
feet, right?
Yeah.
10-foot running start.
Okay.
You know that there is a way across just further to the south.
I don't have time for that.
Brevin looks across there, shrugs, and he's just gonna spider climb up the wall, across the ceiling, and over to the other side.
Nice.
Okay, fancy pant. Is the sound coming from the northwest or just west?
West.
Okay. I'm heading towards the sound of crying.
Oh, geez. We're supposed to go east.
Oh, sorry, east. It is going
Oh, okay.
directionals. He is heading the right direction. We were both wrong
Okay.
together.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Watch out, coming through.
So yeah, it looks like as long as your strength modifier is better than is 10, or as long as your strength ability score is 10 or higher, you can jump these gaps. As long as you have a head start.
Is 10 or higher?
With a running start, you can jump a distance equal to your strength score. And as the gap is only 10 feet,
I'm gonna
Charles,
stop.
you could do it. You would just need an athletics check if your strength score is lower than 10.
I will happily just walk around.
All right.
Is this
Yeah.
something? I don't want
Yes. So
to ruin it.
Wyatt, as you're making your way over there, you see a just absolute pile of trash, debris, what is probably raw sewage piled up, and that whimpering sound seems to be coming from inside of the pile. The pile's kind of moving around and shifting in weird ways. There seems to be something moving around in it, and the whimpering sound is coming from within.
If we get eaten by garbage.
Hello.
Charles and Horace, to your right is a slightly sunken pool of water. If you see here the slight discoloration, that would indicate a 5-foot drop down into kind of a crevice. This is a drainage spillway that you're walking past right now. It is mostly full right now. This section here has just a few inches of water in it as the sewer kind of drains out into that. Very dark, murky water, though, all through that center thing that you're walking past. Back to Wyatt. As you call out to it, the sound stops, and the movement kind of burrows a little deeper into the garbage pile.
Maybe it likes being in garbage. We should just leave it alone.
It's okay, little trash panda. Come here.
Wyatt, as you approach, the keening whimpering, and as it rises up, the trash lifts up, and a strange, fleshy appendage kind of pops out. It's got these almost porcupine-like spines pulling away from it, and it turns that weird, like, almost tentacle-like appendage towards you, and the entire garbage pile begins to shift and move as something massive beneath begins to rise up to the surface. And with that...
That's it.
Come on, buddy. Where you at?
We're not
Brent?
we're not helping
Hey,
any more
Brent.
things. Why are you noisy?
This creature just explodes up and out of the garbage, lets loose this strange gibbering roar. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Blech. What's with the sewers in this place?
This is why you don't flush all your magical experiments down the toilet.
Yo, for real.
Damn wizards.
I mean, it worked out for. Never mind.
Ninja Turtles.
I was gonna say Netherese, but that didn't turn out as well as.
Otyugs, my favorite. They're like cute in a really weird, gross way, aren't they?
Eh.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I guess for abominations.
What?
Has it been more than a minute since the other fight?
Yes, unfortunately it has.
Okay, no more radiant
Just
damage.
yeah, just over.
No problem.
What? Hey, Charles?
Yep.
Need your initiative. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
It was just laggy.
Oh. Apparently I was lagging. Oh, well.
Hey,
It's the dynamic lighting. That's what makes it really laggy.
Wyatt, this creature explodes up and out of the refuse, and unfortunately, actually no, we're gonna say that you avoided surprise, since I'm sure approaching you were already on guard, even though you thought it was something else. So yeah, go ahead and act.
All right, this is a little weird. Can I like try to insight? Like, is it angry because I disturbed its home, its meal? Is it hungry? Like, what am I? Why is it here? You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like, why is it
yeah.
upset? It sounded like it was crying, but I don't speak trash pan though.
Make a
so-
nature, make a nature check.
6.
Yeah, you really don't know why. All you know is that it's approaching.
I would like to use my action to soothe it.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, go ahead and make an animal handling check.
look, calm down. We don't. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it'll hurt me. So let's be cool.
Cool.
All right, Wyatt. So, it begins to kind of back away, its jaws kind of gnashing and chomping. It's trying to look menacing and look threatening, but it is doing so while it backs up.
I will also back up, and if I have an item interaction, I'll drop what rations I have. Maybe it's just looking for food. Who doesn't look for food in trash piles?
Okay.
And I will slowly back up and just kind of wave everyone else to keep doing the same.
All right. So, Wyatt, as you're doing that, it kind of slaps one of those tentacles down onto the deck and drags the ration away. And it's doing that thing like how like a dog is trying to look as mean as possible while it is obviously kind of backing away and going back home, back into its kennel.
Right.
Anything else from Wyatt?
No, he's gonna back up and like wave everybody else to kind of back up.
Okay. So, Charles, before you go, you all hear a little bit of bubbling and strange water lapping around from behind you. And looking back towards the source of the sound, you see what looks like the head of a fish pop up out of that drainage system that you all were walking past just a moment ago. And you all see a squat, standing at only about 5 foot tall, squat and wide humanoid fish person, eyes bulging, slimy gills kind of flapping as it tries to breathe in the fresh air, or the sewer air, I should say, as it leaps up and out of the sewage drain and turns and lets loose this almost echolocation-ish shriek down into the water. And you all begin to hear that water in that drainage system that it just popped out of begin to almost boil and seethe. Except it's not heat that is making that water roil. As soon as it ends its turn, another of those creatures pops up and out. And this one is going to kind of make this bubbly, almost, it's obviously trying to speak in its weird aquatic language, lets out this bubbly, like, and then reaches up a staff towards Brevin. Brevin, a flash of bluish green flame begins to surround you, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it casts Sacred Flame at you. Brevin, you take five radiant damage.
Okay.
Charles? Which one are you shooting at?
Alright, I'm targeting this one with Hex and shooting it a bunch.
Okay. The first one hits, the second one does not.
Okay.
Nice, huge damage. Takes the bolt straight to the chest. Just, it looks down, this like bluish green blood just spurts out of it.
Arrow just explodes and then it fizzles away. That's it. That's it for Charles, and Luna will just take the dodge action.
Dandy.
Dandy is going to run and jump across.
Okay.
Because she has no chill, and rage while she's at it, please. And then smack it with her battle axe.
Nice.
Sword axe, because the one that just cast a spell.
This one, yep.
Yes.
16 hits.
Yay. I'm gonna hit it again just for funsies.
Unfortunately, that's a double ones on your damage rolls. That's unfortunate.
I know.
Well,
What?
no, never mind. Rage just adds to the attack roll, not
yeah.
the
It does add to damage, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
so
Rage
it
would
shouldn't
give you
have-
damage.
Yeah.
So she should have at least two more damage on both of those.
Yes.
Okay, so
Dandy, did I ever
more
set you
points
up
of
a
damage.
macro to click?
You did. I thought I had clicked it before.
It's not showing up. It's just showing the
Oh, no.
+2 for your strength
Doesn't
score.
look like it's on.
I'm gonna click. I just turned it on.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had to. I'm sorry.
So
Thank you.
4 more damage to that. So 10 total damage.
Yes.
All right. It shrieks, and Dandy, now that you're a little bit closer, you can see down into that drainage pool here, and the water is roiling, and you see little fish heads beginning to pop up and look out at what's going on. There is a lot of them down there.
Incoming. And the odds are interesting. I believe that's all I can do.
Brevin?
Hearing that there's more of them coming in, I'm going to use my form of dread to tack on D10 plus 6 extra temporary hit points, so 16 plus that brings me up to 50 total.
Nice.
And I'm going to Well, target the one with the Eldritch Blast first that shot me. So that's 4 plus 4. That's 8 total. Is it still standing?
Which one were you shooting at? The hurt one? The more hurt one?
The one that blasted me.
Okay, yeah, it is very much so still standing.
Okay, then I'm going to use the feature from my Form of Dread where I can swap out that force damage for necrotic and add another D10 on top of it to give him another 2 damage.
Okay.
And if he's still standing, I will throw another Eldritch Blast at him.
16
I'm
hits.
not going to use. I'm going to assume without the sessional, is that enough to drop him with 4, 7, 8. Is 12 enough to drop him?
It is not.
I'm going to save that sessional. I'll just do the damage, the regular damage. Tempting as it is to use it, I probably don't want to use it on what's probably minions.
Alright, Wyatt. That Utiug continues to drop down into the refuse and into the pile of garbage that it came from, leaving only its little eyeballed tentacle out to watch the proceedings.
See you later, little guy, big guy, little guy, big guy. I don't big guy.
Horace, you're up.
I'm thinking the water is roiling and we're going to have armies of these guys. We have to get out of here. This is not our fight. We want to keep traveling east. How can...
I think we're already in the thick of it, Horace.
Not really. They
No.
haven't popped up yet.
No.
Dandy's just smacking the one in front of her. You run, we run, buddy.
Okay. What's up here? Is that a corner?
Let me take a look at what you're seeing there, Horace.
Look at your turns.
Oh, sorry. So, Horace, you do begin... so that is a corner up there, and you can see that the dungeon continues farther to the right, farther to the east. I don't believe you can see the edge just yet, though.
So, what's north of me? No, just
Like around the corner?
yeah. There's a corner.
Yes, there is a corner.
Okay, let's retreat to this corner. Not retreat.
Strategic withdrawal.
Strategic withdrawal.
Alrighty, Horace. Anything else?
No.
So, Dandy, those little fish faces,
Uh-huh.
they begin to fully pull themselves up and out of the water. And they kind of look up and they look around and they look towards the two that popped out first. And one of them raises like this pincer-like trident over its head, and Leslie is like, "Ah!" And then points right at you, Dandy.
Dandy's going to back at them.
Okay. And in case you haven't noticed, they are quite apt swimmers, so they do not need to jump anywhere.
There's lots of them. Hey, hey guys. Hey, JK. We're just trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
This is when you wish you could just like spin around with your axe and do like a whirlwind.
Okay, so
yeah.
Charles, we'll start off with the two that are in the water that are coming after you. They will have disadvantage on their attacks as they are kind of just swimming and poking at you with tridents. So, at disadvantage, it's only a 6. Oh, at disadvantage, the second one's a 21, Charles. To hit? I'm sorry, 20 to hit. Disadvantage is 20. Charles, you there?
I'm sorry, it's at disadvantage, but it gets a 20?
It's at disadvantage and it gets a 20. It had a 20 and a 21.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright.
6 piercing on that one. The first one did
Okay.
miss, though. Now we're coming up to the one that is on the landing with you. It is only a 6 to hit. That brings us to the one in the water in front of Brevin. Brevin at disadvantage is only a 10. The one on
That
the
misses.
landing with Brevin, it's a 16 to hit Brevin.
That hits.
9 piercing. Dandy, you have 3 coming after you.
Yeah.
It is an 11, a 17, and a 17.
17's meet it.
Okay. For 9 piercing, a total of 18 piercing.
So 9 altogether with the rage going.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Brings us to Wyatt.
Wyatt just being absolutely pleased with himself, not having to murder another creature, just turns around and just goes, "Ah, shit."
Eloquently stated.
And he's just gonna grab this fish head on the back of Brevin. 11?
11 does not hit.
11 does not hit. But I will use his bonus action to try to grapple him.
Okay. Its athletics check result is only an 8.
Ah, well, at least he's grappled. And I'm gonna try and drag him away from Brevin. So it's 5 to move there, 10, and then 20 to move him 5 feet away from Brevin.
Okay. It's like kicking and
like-
screaming. It's like kicking and like gurgling and flinging its feet up into the air as you drag it away.
Yeah. That's all of Wyatt's.
Okay. Brings us to the first one that had initially popped out. And Dandy, it jabs at you with that weird pincer-like spear. It strikes out at you with it, and it's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And as soon as it strikes you, the central barb stabs, doing 6 piercing, and then the outer pincers close around you. You are grappled.
Okay.
This thing might regret that.
Okay. Okay. Brings us to the next leader. Okay. And yep, this one is going to stab at you with its pincers, Dandy. It's an 8 to hit. As soon as that misses, it just like screams and tries to bite you. And that is a crit, unfortunately. And the bite is a total of 9 piercing, halved down to Do we round up or down in this game? I always forget.
I think it's up. I said
Okay.
before.
It's down.
Right?
It's different, and I always leave it up to the players. I need to just eventually just say like one way or the other that it says. But
When you're raging, it is down.
okay, when you're raging specifically, it's down. Okay, great.
Oh, hey, quit yelling at me.
So 4.
Okay.
And that is its turn, bringing us to Charles.
Hey, Hank. Your turn.
All right.
Charles's turns.
Let's see. I am fine to keep shooting this one if I want to, right? There's no disadvantage for shooting this one.
There is a creature within 5 feet of you. So if there's a creature within 5 feet of you, you have disadvantage on melee, on ranged attacks.
Okay.
Unless you have
In that
crossbow
case,
expert.
I do not have crossbow expert. I have repeating shot. So what we're do then is hold up. Let me look at repeating shot real quick, just in case.
Get back on. Okay. Let's do it this way.
So, in that case, we're going to just be like, how annoying, and just kind of like throw my crossbow on my back because I grab my shield and sword, and I guess I'll attack the nearest one to me.
There are 3 that can be considered the nearest one to you, Charles.
We're gonna target this one first.
Got it. "14 hits. 10 does not.
4 damage. A little low, unfortunately. Doesn't have the modifiers on it. And then I'll just call it Luna and be like, Luna! And it's going to do its thing.
13 just hits. Nice. And 12 force will take that one down. Luna just rears up, and how does Luna attack? What do Luna's attacks look like?
It depends on what the action she's doing. It'll either be with her paws or her mouth, usually.
Okay.
It could be like a pouncing thing. In this case, Luna just kind of scratches at it in the water.
All right. Bat gives it a quick skippity pap on the top of the head, and down it goes into the water.
Alright, that'll be it for me.
Dandy, you're up.
So grapple just means I can't move. I
Correct.
can still attack, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then Dandy would like to activate her storm aura. Crap, it doesn't say. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I have to figure out what her specific one does. I can't remember again.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
D6 of lightning,
D6 of lightning. Thank you.
and they have to make a saving throw, and they take half if they succeed, full if they fail.
All right. So there's my swing.
Okay, which one?
At the one who grappled me.
Okay, this one.
Okay. And then my D6. And the DC save is 8 + 3 plus.
So does your storm aura affect, do you have to pick a target, or does it just affect anyone that's within 5 feet of you?
It only lashes out at one individual, if I
Got it.
recall correctly. It's like a spark of lightning flies from her to smack them.
Okay, so 20 certainly hits. That's a good damage roll. There we go. And for 12, 14, so a total of 20 damage on that guy. Jeez. Yeah, he is regretting his decision at this moment, but he is still alive.
I am going to hit him again. Am I still grappled?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again.
15 hits.
All right.
Jeez, okay, so 11 on that one. Dandy, your second strike cleaves his head straight down the center, and he drops backwards, releasing his pincer staff from you as he drops back into the water.
I'm going to See, I can't really jump anywhere because of all the things in my way for opportunity attacks. Okay, yep, I'm just gonna...
You are no
Well, I'm
longer
gonna get hit.
grappled.
Okay. I think I'd rather take the opportunity attacks and get away from them.
Okay.
Like, can I try and get toward Horus? Like, can I run and leap over to the other side there?
It is a contested athletics check if you want to run through an enemy's space.
Okay, so athletics check.
Which, if you're raging, I think you get an advantage on it.
Indeed.
I am raging.
Okay. Advantage 24. Nice. I don't think it can win, but we'll try anyways.
Okay.
It gets a 6. You just bolt right over him, Dandy.
Like, in my head, she has just, like, palmed its face and just shoved it. Like, it
And
came with her for some of it.
down it goes, sprawling onto the ground as you shove past it, Dandy. Your hand's got some weird slime on it, like old fish slime.
Blech. I believe that's all I can do this round.
Okay, Brevin.
Okay, since Dandy is clear of that, I would like to catch as many of these things, including these 4 down here, in the effects of a shatter spell,
Nice.
which I think at the moment I have to cast it at level 3.
Oh yeah, you always gotta cast it at your highest level. 4x4. So I think that's your best shot right there.
Yeah, I definitely want to get all 4 of these. I didn't know if I could also catch this one up here near me or not. I kind of doubted it.
It worked.
Yeah,
About the
that'll
one
work.
up under Wyatt. Can you move?
All right, everybody. So welcome back. Apologies for the mid-combat break, but we are back, and Brevin has a shatter to finalize. So we have 5 creatures within the range of that shatter effect, and they are making their saving throws now. It is a DC 16 for what is that? Is that 14,
there's a 10
24?
plus, yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay. Half on success, and all but one of them fail.
Okay, so the one who succeeds takes half.
Oh,
Many fish heads simply pop and splatter all over the place. We got greenish blue blood splattering all over everybody. It is not a pretty sight, unless, of course, you like violence, and then it is very pretty. Anything else from Brevin?
Ouch. I don't really think I have anything else I can really do at the moment.
Alrighty. Brings us to Wyatt's new friend, who is going to continue just hanging out back there and watching. Horus, you're up.
Oh my. How you doing down there, Charles?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Just you know,
Okay.
it's just a bunch of fish things.
sushi.
Sushi. Tuna tartare.
Delicious.
Okay, let's toll the dead, the one in the water.
Alright.
If I don't have my character up.
2d8. Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom save result is a 2!
Okay, so 2d8.
Oh, nice. Good damage.
Yes.
Alright, it kind of lets loose this high-pitched, high-frequency squeal, thrashes about in the water a bit. Anything else from Horace?
No. Oh. No. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. So that brings us back to the little fishmen themselves. And Wyatt, first off, the one in your grip, you are holding onto it, but it is slippery. It is covered in this thick coating of, like, again, old fish slime. And let's go ahead and do another contested athletics check as it tries to squirm free. Oh. Does your grappler give you advantage on anything like this?
No, I don't. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. In that case, it does slip out. It kind of just like just completely uses that slime covering it to just slip out of your grip and then turn towards you and let loose this little vaguely threatening shriek in your face.
Okay. Tried to give you a chance.
And then this one here is going to dive into the water and come after Wyatt. Is going to make an attack at disadvantage from the water. Wyatt, it is an 18 at disadvantage.
That misses.
Okay. And that brings us to the two that are on Charles. One from the water at disadvantage. Attack at disadvantage is a 12.
Nope.
One on dry land takes a swing. Ooh, it gets a 4.
Charles is nimble.
That is going to bring us to Wyatt.
Now, this, if I try and strike the one towards the bottom here, does that give me disadvantage on it?
No, striking down into something in the water isn't nearly as hard as being in the water and trying to strike up, so no disadvantage for anyone trying to strike at them.
Okay, I'm gonna punch that one that tried to hit me.
21 certainly hits.
Oh, it's gonna feel the pain. I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong one. It should have been that.
Hey, look at that.
9 bludgeoning and 13 necrotic.
Oh yeah, his head just explodes.
Jeez.
And then the slippery one I grab again.
Okay, 19. Oh no. Oh. It gets a 2.
Question. Can I just rotate and drop him in the water? Like,
Sure, yeah, he's just a little fish man. You can go ahead and just drop him in.
okay, I'll just be like, run. And then just drop him by his friend whose head just exploded.
Okay.
And then if he comes back, you know, told you once.
All right. That is gonna end your turn.
Unless I need to, I don't think I need to move, but I want to make sure that you know, I'm not in anyone's way. So I think I'm okay there. Yeah.
Okay. Brings us to the whip. And yeah, another sacred flame coming Wyatt's way this time. Dex save, Wyatt. 4 radiant. Brings us to Charles.
Ow. I don't know what I'm concentrating on, by the way.
We'll just take it off you then.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna focus on this one. No, actually, I'm gonna focus on this one here.
Okay.
Whee. Of course, he would do this to me now. Come on. Alright.
Those both hit. Look at that. 18. Just enough.
Darn, I was. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I was gonna do something cool with Luna, but that's alright. In that case, I'll do it anyways. Charles will just be like, Luna, shield maneuver. As he kind of like ducks and puts his shield up, Luna will like hop on top of the shield and just like lunge at this other one in the water here.
Nice.
Yes.
Loading.
I
Ammo.
have to set up token actions for your Steel Defender. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I set up all the actions.
Okay.
There we go.
24 certainly hits. And 8 will obliterate another fish head.
So as it does, it kind of just like flies over it, like biting into its neck and just like ripping it out as it lands on the bridge over here.
Nice.
That'll be my turn.
And brings us to Dandy.
I had thought we were retreating tactically, but everyone got back into combat. So,
Oh, there's 2 horses.
Dandy is going to yeet. Can she get a javelin over to the spellcaster over there?
Yep.
Sweet.
I believe that's well within range. Oh, yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to javelin him with my storm aura.
I believe is Storm Aura only something within 5 feet of you?
I think it's within
Oh.
10 feet of you.
10 feet.
Okay.
10 feet, yeah.
Then please ignore that. I
So
apologize.
7.
You could easily move up onto him.
Yeah, you could charge him.
I could. Yeah, I will, and just drag my feet through his friends.
All right.
So 10,
Okay.
and then I will great axe him.
Nice. 24 certainly hits. And 5 is just enough to take him down. Right.
I'm just gonna tip his body back into the water.
Right, Brevin.
Does the one that Wyatt dumped into the water looked inclined to swim off?
No, it does not.
So I figure it's starting to try to scramble back up.
It's more just like angrily shaking its trident up at Wyatt and chittering in fish words.
What
He
is
gave
fish
you-
words? Is it like an actual language by any chance?
Yeah, actually.
Well, he gave you a shot, fish guy, but does a 13 hit?
13 does just hit.
Okay, I'm using that. Grave Touch feature to swap it to necrotic damage to roll another D10. And he now is also frightened of me as well if he survives that.
He is so frightened that he just dies.
Well, that works as well.
And Wyatt, just so you know, it is a very garbled, bubbly, like liquidy version of Undercommon that they are speaking.
Okay.
I speak Undercommon.
Do you? So they would have been shouting things like, "For the Slime God!" and things along that nature. They were in a religious fervor. And we are dropping out of initiative.
Okay. Let me deduct. Need to deduct 7 there because that form of the grave will have passed. And I am going to use that Rod of the Pack Keeper thing to regain that one spell slot I used.
Okay.
How we doing?
Down about 20 hit points.
Dandy got beat up a little bit.
Yeah.
We all about 20.
I'm pretty good. I just have a bare few off the top.
Wyatt, your new friend does just slowly drop back into that pile of offal and garbage and sewer refuse.
How are you,
He's an-
Charles?
Ugly puppy, but a good one.
I like the ugly one.
I'm okay right now. I'm still healthy.
Okay. Just maybe Danny, you need a potion, a band-aid.
I would really like a band-aid, please.
I'll take out. What do I have? Oh, yeah, there we go. I got an alms box. I'm sure there's some wraps in there.
She got bit, stabbed, stabbed again.
And in response, I thought she got blown up.
Yeah. And aren't they still in their party wear?
Yep.
No. Yes.
So
No.
Yeah,
we switched out.
everyone's got their everyone's got their
I-
armor, but it is still quite obvious that you were just at a fancy party.
I
No,
mean,
no,
I
we
changed
were
out on my
concerned
clothes.
about messing up the
Right.
fancy wear stuff, and we switched it out.
I remember that a
they
alleyway
recalled
change.
Sandy jumping straight into the sewer. So her fancy dress is
I remember Dandy saying, "So you're taking off your clothes?"
yeah to Charles.
But yeah, I'll wrap the leg that Danny was being very careful not to actually touch her, and
Thank you.
give her just a quick cure wounds.
Okay,
Add an
thanks.
additional 3 to that. Wow, that was actually quite terrible.
It's
7.
okay. Thank you.
If we are attempting to patch up, should we attempt to press onward?
Yes.
Okay.
There a point where what would the benefits of a short rest be?
It would take an
I'm
hour.
pretty I don't know how long Attila can hold out for us.
Right, but we've been down here like 20 minutes.
I think we can easily keep pushing
okay.
forward.
I replenished that one spell I used with my Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Okay.
Because once per day it'll let me use that as an action to to regain one spell slot, so I have my cantrips, I have a once per day Charm Person, a once per day Misty Step, and 2 big kaboom spells.
Sandy
I know-
says she has her axe.
I know we're still heading east, but does everybody see the itty bitty passage to the northeast?
Yes, I do. Can I go up there and look at it?
Sure.
Kind of up here?
Yeah. So, Brevin, as you head up into there, once you poke your head around, you hear another one of those little wounded animal cries beginning to sound through. Identical to the one that the creature in this pile just sent out. And on that note, Brevin, as you approach up there, the tentacly eye kind of pops up and looks at you, kind of warily.
And as soon as I look there, I just start to. Well, what I'm going to do is I'll take out one set of rations of mine and toss it to it.
Okay.
And just back up while watching it back towards the rest of the party. I suspect that creature and others like it use that sort of whimpering cry to try to draw in other predators to consume.
Oh, it didn't seem that bad. Like a junkyard dog just sitting on its hoard.
No need to fight it if we don't have to.
Charles just kind of like plays with his goggles on his eyes and just like, well, if it's not gonna harm anyone, I don't have any issue with it. But hopefully, no poor souls or that shouldn't be down here come down here and run into it.
We, presuming it allows us to pass in peace, we'll just let the Water Baron know that they are down in here to make sure appropriate precautions are taken.
Fair enough to me.
So, Horace, as you're approaching, you do eventually begin to see a wall to the east beginning to come into view. It appears that you are approaching the eastern edge of this particular sewer system.
In that case, do we need to go east then south, I believe it was?
East and then down is what she said.
Yep.
Yes.
So probably south, I'm presuming.
I would think if she had meant south, she would have said south and down. Down's a tunnel.
East then down. Is it possible to go through these? Actually,
Brevin, you
no.
do see. Well, you did vaguely see a grate over here.
Okay. I'm going to ease over there then and look and go and wave the others over.
Or as you can now clearly see that the passage ends and there is a grate in the ground.
Okay, there's a grate in the ground up above. Let me get back over there then.
You would think the grate would fill with water.
It looks like it would if the water raised high enough.
Is there any locks or anything of that nature upon this grate?
Make an investigation check.
And I'll even use I'll even use guidance on that. And I'll roll that little d4 right quick.
So with the 12, Brevin, it does not appear to be locked.
Okay, I will reach out and try to. I'm able to determine if it opens up.
It does look like it would open upwards. On hinges.
Man, is anyone else really missing Tribor and Fire Giants?
Charles, where are you at right now? Are you still over there by the?
There's
Yeah, I wanted
another-
to investigate this.
It does appear to be another drainage thing. It doesn't. It curves about 15 feet down. You can't really tell what direction it goes into.
Okay.
I'm going to get out a little bit of rope I have, try to loop it around one of the bars and lift this grate up.
Would you like me to help you?
Sure, I guess so.
So what exactly are you doing, Brevin?
I'm just going to try to move this grate, open this grate.
Okay. Like what? How are you using the rope to do so?
I thought it had like little bars and stuff there, so I was
Yeah,
just gonna
it's got
try
little
to move-
bars. It's like a slotted grate with hinges on the southern end. You could lift it up.
If it has hinges, I'm not gonna bother with the rope thing. I thought it was just laying down on there.
No, it's got hinges. It's very clearly an
Okay.
access.
Okay. I was just gonna do that so we could try to control how quick it lowered, so it wouldn't make a big kaboom or something. Granted,
Okay.
probably won't matter with all the stuff that came up, but yeah, I'll just open it up.
Okay. Now, while the grate moving and actually opening does not create a kaboom, Brevin, as you reach out and lift it up, you do hear a very faint magical sizzle before a real kaboom happens, as a thunder wave glyph of warding goes off when you open that.
Oof.
I need everyone within 10 feet of that grate to make a Constitution saving throw.
That would
That
be
is
me.
Horace, Brevin, Wyatt, and Dandy. Oh no, Horace. Okay. Horace. You do take 11 thunder damage and are thrown 10 feet. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid going into that water.
Come on, Andy.
Nice. So, Horace is able to grab a hold. Well, Horace, why don't you tell us? This explosion goes off and just flings you out towards the water. How does Horace avoid taking a swim in that not so pleasant sewer water? Horace?
I've been explaining while muted.
Oh,
I drop to one knee and put my shield up, and the force pushes me back. But I'm on knees, and it's hard to move a dwarf. So I don't go quite so far.
There's like scores in the stone underneath Horace where it just like shoved him back, but it just like instead of pushing him, just dug deeper into the stone. The sound of that boom is still echoing throughout the sewer. The grate's up, though, and there's a ladder.
Oh, how much damage was there?
It was 11 thunder.
Lovely.
There's a very impolite word that utters from Brevin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Everybody else does take half of that 11, but doesn't have to be moved. So,
Okay.
5 or 6.
6. I
yeah, 6.
think.
So I'm just gonna start rounding up all the games,
Okay.
unless it specifically says
Okay.
otherwise. All the games from here forward will just be rounding up instead of
Okay.
having to be confused over which game is doing which. I'm sure there's gonna be a game or two out there where somebody's gonna be upset about it, but it'll just be easier for across the board if we just round up here from here forward.
Crap! I forgot I had this, or I would have used it before I opened it.
It's hard to fight with a blanket rule, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I had this. So now remember that I have detect magic. Do folks want me to wait a few minutes for me to use it as a ritual?
Well, I think we
Yeah.
detected it pretty good, buddy.
Yeah. I
Alright,
forgot I had it.
according to basic rules, it's always rounded down, no matter what, if you have resistance to it.
I can't hear
I'm talking about just not resistance. I'm talking about just in
Half
general
damage.
when you take
Yeah.
damage and it says that you had that it's half on a success. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always rounded down. I'm looking at the basic rules for it in the PHB. It's always rounded down.
Okay, so if we're gonna do a blanket rule, then we might as well stick as close to rules as written as possible. So is that okay with everyone? We'll let this group be the decider. Does all damage, if it's halved, want to be rounded down. That does include when you do damage to something else.
It's fine with me.
I mean, it's
I'm good
fine.
either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do, Sean.
Okay, if the rules
fine
say,
with
if the it like so, I do try to stick to the rules whenever I'm trying to make a decision like this. So if the SRD does say that it's rounded down all the time, then we'll go with rounded down all the time.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. Well, do we want to proceed down this tunnel and see what's down there?
Yeah.
We
Danny
might as
just
well
got-
take. We might as well take the time. You know, my eardrums could use the peace of quiet.
Okay. Okay.
I can send Luna. I can send Luna down first if you want. They have light on them right now.
I'm gonna start a prayer of healing.
Okay. And while you're doing
I don't
that,
know
I'll-
why I'm just picturing the giant metal cat just dropping to like a bag of cement down the hole.
Think more agile, like, where it actually starts like running down the walls, so, like in like a downward spiral.
I'm just going. If we're taking time for the prayer of healing, I'm just going to ritually cast detect magic if we have the time, just to give.
Add 4 to
Yes.
that for everybody.
So
Is that 12 for
Charles,
everybody?
you want to send your Steel Defender down the ladder with light cast on it.
That's correct. Yes.
How far down are you sending it? What is its condition to stop? Are you just sending it down until it gets to the floor? What are you doing?
Go down 40 feet. If it doesn't reach the bottom, then stop and wait for further order.
It can't communicate with you, right?
No. But I'll be able to see what's down there, so because of the light that Luna's casting.
So you'd be able to. There's a few of your party members that are casting light. It is a grate that goes down 20 feet down. I'm sorry, 30 feet down, and then there's a floor down there, a larger chamber that you can see into.
All right. I'll have Luna move like 1 square forward, and if nothing happens, then we'll start moving down as well.
So you want Luna to go in there.
Yeah, Luna wants to. I want Luna to go in and take like 1 step once they reach the floor. If it's
You
30
were
feet down.
injured. Don't you want to be healed? There's like this 10-minute heal going on.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna wait for the healing, obviously.
Okay,
but-
wait for the healing.
Oh,
And-
well, it wasn't obvious to me.
Sorry.
Because he's just sending Luna in there, right?
Yeah.
Well,
He
he
was
went
about to go
in,
down
also the defender.
himself.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna go down myself once everyone else is ready. Like, this is what I'm doing one after the prayer healing. To
After the prayer.
specify. Yeah. So nothing happens to Luna.
So nothing happens to Luna specifically, but Luna can't relay the information that she's seeing down there to you.
Okay.
So let's
Luna
go
does-
ahead and say that the prayer of healing has officially gone off. Everyone's got their healing back.
Okay.
Everyone gets their 12 healing from Wyatt's prayer. And then Luna begins climbing down the ladder, which I'm sure is a sight to see for a quadrupedal feline machine to climb down a ladder. But Luna does manage to get down there and then stops and is looking from side to side at something while she's down there. You all can see her at the bottom of this grate, at the bottom of the staircase. She clearly sees something down there. She's not taking aggressive actions, and nothing seems to be attacking her.
Alright. Luna will continue to dodge as it waits for the rest of us to climb down, and I'll
Okay,
start making my way down.
What do the rest of you want to do?
How? I mean, I'll go last. It's fine.
But I will go down, but I mostly go. But I think I'll have to drop concentration on the ritual casting of detect magic, because I prefer it to be
Okay.
invisible. Who else wants to be invisible as well?
Sounds fun.
I mean, I was gonna go down first.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind
I will
invisible,
clap
but
Dandy on the
invisible
shoulder.
barbarian sounds like fun.
I will clamp Dandy on the shoulders, so both of us turn invisible as we proceed downward.
Okay.
Yeah. I was maybe doing it on myself since I have to cast it at a higher level. I'm like, well, gotta toss it on somebody else too.
All right.
So,
Charles, as you head down there, you see opening up beneath you the area well illuminated by Luna. And Luna just has the light spell cast on her, right? Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
So, as you descend that ladder, you find yourself opened up into a very large chamber of this sewer. There's a pair of walkways to the north and the east, and another one straight through the center. Most of the room is filled right up to the edge of these walkways with that same brackish, cloudy, murky sewer wall. I'll go ahead and drop you all onto the map right now. And you quickly see what had Luna so alarmed, as standing on the outskirts of these pathways, these walkways out in front of you, are two very large, vaguely humanoid, essentially merfolk, but their features are far more aquatic. They carry a pair of tridents, and they stare blankly forward at one another across these chasms. They do not acknowledge your presence. They don't move a muscle. They simply sit and stare forward. There are two more of those valve cranks, very large ones, directly behind each of these creatures. They make no move towards you. And from the other end of the hall, you hear a metal door open. And through it, I don't think anyone can see this guy.
I don't know if I'd be able to or not, because I did take the Devil's Sight Invocation.
Right, so you've got all that. Is that what's the range of your vision?
120 feet.
Okay. So, Brevin, you see a very well-dressed nobleman step out from an office back there, and he turns towards you all, and he looks towards you all, and you see this look of shock across his face. He says, "Oh, well then, you've found me, haven't you? Welcome everyone. My name is Usith. I'm sure you've heard much about me so far in your travels. I've certainly heard much about you in the short time that you've spent here in Yartar. So, I assume that you've all come here to perhaps rescue the nobles. I have them. They're here. I don't wish to fight you all. You can simply take them."
Insight check?
Sure. Yeah, his word that the nobles are here does seem to be truthful. Yeah, he does seem to be telling the truth. He takes another step forward and says, "Please, allow me to explain. I'm sure that we can come to an understanding over the situation we have here."
Brevin is going to keep quiet because he is invisible at the moment. And he's just going
Okay.
to-
Wyatt will step up. Yeah, realizing. Look, I'm moving forward because honestly I can't see you. And that's true. So
Who's got light cast on them right now? Luna has light.
Wyatt has light.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, friend. Welcome. They're right through here. Please.
Cool. I'm also looking on the ground, making sure not he's just like obviously like stepping around traps or anything like that.
Okay.
Does he look like he's nimble?
Yeah, so the water does slosh up right at the edge of this. Looking down into the water, you can see that it's got to be pretty deep. But yeah.
Okay. I'll bite. But yeah, I'll follow him.
Says right in here, right in here. They are inside of my office.
Here's a question. On Usuf, is he wearing shoes?
Yeah.
I was wondering just because of how some of these nobles needed contact with water.
Yeah, he is. He is wearing shoes. He's very finely dressed. He says, as well as all of the things that I've stolen from the families. I don't wish any trouble.
Wait, I don't get it. Why did you do all this?
Well, you see, there was money involved. I wish to gain as much money as possible. Yes, that is a thing that I would do. Yes.
Insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could I do insight? Because this, my
Mother of
investigators like this sounds like bull.
Shit.
And he's also going to throw a guidance on himself, if possible. What do I get with an 18?
So with an 18, you get the idea that this person is just trying to people. And with your 18, Brevin, you're starting to see that he's not doing as good of a job at it as he could be. Now, Dandy,
Yes.
hear some of that fishy, strange, burbly language coming from up top. You look up just in time to see half a dozen of those fishmen slam that grate back into place. And while that happens, Wyatt, the man next to you, looks towards you and does the eyes go black and says, "Fool." And then he vanishes. And all of you in your minds begin to hear, "Welcome, friends. I apologize for the unpleasant locale. Wish I could have more suitable accommodations for you all, but you see, I prefer this environment. And soon enough, so shall all of you." And then with that, you see the two creatures on the outskirts of on those platforms extending out, both look up suddenly and then turn and begin twisting those valves right next to them. Several tubes open up throughout this sewer system and begin pouring in that brackish water. It is beginning to rise, and we are going to roll initiative.
Okay.
I hope you know how much it just stressed me out.
Right.
So you said the grate was 30 feet up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The ceiling, the grate itself was 30 feet down. So you traveled 15 feet, and then as it exited, there was another 15 feet. So it's 15 feet to the top of this structure, to the top of, like, the ceiling of this room is 15 feet up.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And the nobleman vanishes, turning into wisps of strange, mucousy-looking smoke.
How many of those things did it sound like were up there?
Up there,
Above the-
Dandy
yeah.
saw at least 6 up at the top,
6. Okay.
and they slammed that grate shut. Right. Fun stuff. Okay. Brevin, invisible. What do you do? Oh, sorry. I need to get the fish, the marrows in there.
Can I tell what these valves here on the central platform do?
Make an intelligence check.
I will do guidance on it too, so I'll go ahead and tell Seth just so I know what I'm adding to it. Yeah, hold on a sec here. Need a check, not. Where are you at? No, that'd be the same as this. Hold on a sec. Wrong one. That'll be under the save option because that's where it has intelligence.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, investigation.
Yeah, you can do
apologies.
investigation. That's fine. So whenever you want to just do a straight check, you can just on your character sheet hit the intelligence word and the main ability scores. But Brevin,
Okay.
they seem to be some sort of drainage system, but that's about all you can tell.
Well, since I'm not sure what they do yet, I suppose I'm just going to drop invisibility and I'm just going to shoot one of these sons of guns a lot.
Okay.
Let's take the south one. And, oh, by the way, I will also, before that kicks off, use another spell to throw X up. My apologies. And we'll put that on the south one.
Okay.
Sorry, roll before I hit it. So, the first attack was a 20.
20 hits.
So that's 9 plus 4.
Okay, so 13.
And we'll do another shot.
Nice, that certainly hit.
I'm willing to use the sessional for that one for the.
Okay, for the crit.
Yeah. So 22 points with that second one.
Nice. Okay, anything else?
I don't suppose I'd be able to kind of fiddle with that little valve thing to see what it does this turn. I'd probably have to wait till next turn.
Yes, it would be an action to interact with those valves.
Yeah, I figured so. How's that one looking I just shot at?
You did some damage to him. He kind of flinches backwards as you strike him, and thank you for reminding me. 1 second here. Yeah, his face is still blank, and he's kind of just like staring straight forward. His hand still on the valve. Anything else?
That's it.
On initiative count 20, 2 things happen. First, the water level in the room begins to rise. 5 feet of water rises up to some of your shins. Horace might be a little bit deeper in there, but the water level rises 5 feet. All of the solid surfaces in this area are now covered in 5 feet of water, making them difficult terrain. Furthermore, on initiative count 20, you all begin to hear laughter inside of your heads, deep and maniacal. It sounds like almost 100 voices doing this at once. An unfathomable being. And then the water surges forward as if a wave from beneath just rose up and flung all of the water towards you all. Everybody that is within 20 feet of the water, which is everybody, needs to make a strength saving throw. as the water rushes up and surges onto the platforms.
Dandy, what are you doing?
Huh. That isn't going to include the Steel Defender as well, Charles.
Okay. Save. Strength save? Yep.
Okay, Steel Defender.
That was Steel Defender.
And yours?
Strength save.
Okay, so
would 14 succeed?
it would.
I'll take the 14.
Okay, so Brevin, Dandy, and Wyatt, you are all knocked off of your feet by the initial rush of water, the initial wave knocking you all prone. You are then dragged into the deeper end of the water, 10 feet towards this location right here. 10 feet in that direction into the water as the gripping tide reels back in and drags you all in. As you all enter that truly disgusting water, I need each of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Thank you.
All right, Brevin. You begin to feel a little bit off. So, yeah, Brevin, as you go in, you choke and kind of get some of that water up your nose, into your mouth. It is unpleasant, and we will come back to that at a later date.
Okay.
Brings us to the marrow up here, and it kind of just stares blankly ahead for a brief moment before it kind of tilts its ear up like it's listening to something. It is then going to dive into that water and go straight for Brevin in the water. So, first thing it's going to do, Brevin, is it's going to try to harpoon you. It is
Okay.
only a 9 to hit, though, and as it misses with the harpoon swimming past you, it is going to attempt to bite. And that's a 23 to hit for 6 piercing.
Okay.
Now. Right, I have to check something real quick. I have to... take a look at something. Wyatt, you're a cleric, and Horace also has clerics, so both of your wisdoms are high. Charles, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as you begin hearing a voice in your head that is
3.
whispering to you, saying
Oh
various different things.
no. I don't like this.
Wisdom saving throw.
13.
Charles, the voices
Oh,
in
no.
your head are telling you that these people that you're traveling with are not your friends.
Okay.
They are out to get you. You have been the
Okay.
target of an enslave spell, and you have failed the DC.
Oh no.
Your new orders that you must follow are to kill the people that you have arrived with.
Oh no. Oh.
Sean, we talked about this.
That's not good.
Dandy, you're up.
Dandy would like to swim back to
Hold
the,
on, where was me?
What's up?
Uh,
Oh, are you not in there? 60. Oh, you're right.
I
I'm
was-
so
I was-
sorry. I am so sorry. Yep, that would have been. You would have acted before the marrow. Sorry about that. The initiative count 20 thing got us confused. So you are before the marrow. Horace, go ahead and act now.
It's okay. So centered on Brevin in a 20-foot radius is calm emotion, which should get rid of charm effects.
Okay.
And I think that spell on Charles is a charm effect.
It is. It is indeed. That was a lucky mistake on my part.
And the marrow thing too. It's a humanoid, and it is being freed from charm effects.
Okay, and that's centered on Brevin, 60 feet.
Yep. Well, 20 feet?
20
Did I
feet.
not?
20 feet
It said
centered
20
on
feet.
Brevin, yeah.
Yeah.
Each humanoid in a 20-foot sphere.
Who knew I was so calming?
Right? Yeah, that was certainly a lucky mistake on my part. Okay. Or a lucky mistake for all of you that I made. All right, so... Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
Charles.
I'm pretty sure I was closest to Charles, and I would
I
have.
will choose to fail.
Okay. So, yeah. It has to make a wisdom save against you, right? The marrow?
It has to make a. It has
just
to
fail?
make a charisma saving throw, but it can choose to fail. And if it's fighting for its own will,
So...
so it can choose to fail and be free of the control.
Okay, yep, we will allow that to work just as that is. So, the marrow, Brevin, you suddenly see the marrow kind of looking around, confused as to what's happening, and it kind of just like looks around and begins to submerge back into the water. Charles, you feel the effect, those demanding orders on you beginning to fade away. Anything else from
gosh.
Horace?
Can I object interact with the wheel, or
That is
or
an action. That is an action.
Okay, I will. 5, 10, 15. I'm trying to make it towards that other wheel.
Did you already make a con save, or did a con save against the water, Horace?
Oh,
No,
I-
you succeeded on
well-
your strength save, so you didn't go into the water. So entering
Right.
into the water would prompt a con save from you.
Okay, then I don't want to do. I'm confused because if the water's up over my head because it's 5 foot high. How
Oh,
is
are
it
you
not-
less than 5 feet tall?
I'm 5 foot tall.
Oh,
So
then
how-
yes, you would have needed to make a con save as the water rose over to your head. Once you were
Well-
technically in that water, you would have.
Everyone is technically in the water.
Yeah, I made a con save.
If it's 5 foot, if the water was level with the ground
Mhm.
and then it raised 5 feet, we're all in that water.
I think it's more just swimming around in it. Like if your head is up and out of it,
Oh.
then I wouldn't be making con saves. That's
Okay,
Yeah.
con saves.
Then I'm gonna stay put and keep concentrating because that's what's holding us together.
Okay. That is done. That is done. Dandy, you're up.
All right. Dandy would like to swim back up to the sidewalk.
Okay.
And
It is
then-
still 5 feet in water.
That's fine. She's 5 feet tall, so she's swimming all the way to the ladder, and she's about to get as far up as you will allow her to get.
Okay. It's 15 feet to the ceiling and then 15 feet in an enclosed space.
I'm good with that.
So how far did you move?
10 feet back to where I started.
Okay, so half your movement speed is how fast you can climb up there.
Hey, Dandy,
40.
why don't you
Yes,
fly?
I used it already.
Oh,
So
This guy is
Dandy's gonna climb.
Okay.
I have 30 feet in the water. I have 30 foot swimming speed and a 40-foot walking speed. So how does that translate to
So you used 10 feet to get out of the
back where
water.
I started. Yes.
So then you have 30 feet walking.
yes.
So you have 20 feet left total.
40 feet walking.
40 feet walking, so you have 30 feet
Yes.
left total.
I'm gonna go up as high as I can.
So you can get up about 10 more feet.
Cool.
Okay, so that does put you 5 feet up and out of the water. All right, brings us to the second Marrow. And Brevin, you would have noticed that confused look on the Marrow's face as it kind of sinks back into the water, kind of looking around all over the place, and then disappears beneath the murky water. The other one, though, this one, kind of looks around, and you see it kind of tilting its ear up like it's listening to something, and then it is going to dive into the water. Climb up and out, and its walk speed is considerably slower. Yep, that is as far as it can get.
Awesome.
And it is going to fling a harpoon at Horus. And miss horribly. Right. That brings us to the freshly freed from mind enslavement Charles.
So
As a point of order, water is still pouring into the room. That is the valve that one of them turns to begin the water pouring in. There is 2 hatches over here. I'm sorry, there's a hatch here that's pouring water out, and a hatch here that's pouring water out.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this way, jump, and then as I'm in midair, I'm gonna step right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn this valve.
Okay.
The other way.
Water stops from this side.
All right. I'll turn towards Luna and be like, Luna, get the valve.
So Luna is completely underwater, so all terrain is difficult terrain for Luna right now. And remember, it's actually difficult terrain. The entire area right now is difficult terrain.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I think Luna has pretty good move speed, so yeah, they do. Let me see if they can make it. They can in fact make it. Luna's gonna walk over there, taking the dash action.
Okay.
And is Luna able to turn the valve as a
The turning the valves is an action.
Okay. Okay, Luna will stand by there. I guess that's it for me for now. That's all I can do.
Okay. Okay. So, Charles, at the end of your turn, you see this creature here beginning to look around as if it's listening to something. That's it, though. Anything else, Charles?
No, that's it. That's all I can do.
Wyatt, you're up.
So the water's has it?
It has not risen any
stopped
further.
rising?
It is
Right.
still. It is rising much slower now.
Remind me, swimming is half movement, right?
Correct, unless you have a swim
Yep.
speed.
Right. Would I still be able to interact with an object 5 feet away from me, though?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's gonna take a deep breath, go underneath, and try to shut the valve right next to Horus.
Okay. So you hear, you can
turn
feel
the
more than
valve.
hear or see suction directly beneath you. It is very clear to you that a drainage hole has opened beneath you.
Okay. Could I still do it from here? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you do that, Wyatt, it is very clear that the water level is not rising any further.
Got it. That's all of Wyatt's turn.
Okay.
Besides just looking around to see where the things are coming from.
Or what things are coming from.
Like realizing we're not alone in here. Besides the, the 2 water creatures, there's clearly something else here.
Mm-hmm.
Make a perception check. Yeah.
23
Cannot
with
tell.
the shield.
Like you said, there's clearly something in here with you, Wyatt. You do not see it, though. Brevin.
Brevin is first of all going to clamber back up to here where his head's at least above water. And then he's going to shoot this son of a gun a little bit. Well, first off, he's going to use the second use of his form of dread. So let's see how many hit points that gives him back. 8, not the best, but not the worst. And we're going to shoot this fellow right here with a pair of Eldritch Blasts right quick. Does a 17 hit?
17 does in fact hit.
Okay, and he is hexed. So he is swapping this damage to necrotic so he can add an extra d10 on top of that.
Okay.
So it's going to be 8 plus 9 plus 7 necrotic.
Okay.
And we're going to fire a second Eldritch Blast at it. Which is 9. Now, since I did hit him... when you hit a creature with an attack roll damage against it. And since I'm using my form of dread, I thought there's a deal where... Where's that at? Maybe I just do not read it up here. Oh, it has to make a wisdom saving throw, and if it fails, target is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Wisdom save result is a 16.
16 is what the DC is.
Okay, need to be.
And I figure that'll keep its attention on me as opposed to my other friends as they can try to activate some more of these little drainage things.
Okay.
So that'll be
And
it.
the 9 was enough to take him down.
Oh. Okay,
Right.
In that case, I'll use the rest of my movement to at least get close to this, and even though I can't activate it yet, I can at least be ready to next turn.
Got it.
And that's it.
On initiative count 20, you all feel this pulse radiate through the water. Everybody but Dandy, who is up and out of the water, needs to make, I believe it is a wisdom save. Yep. Everybody that is currently in the water, which is everybody except for Dandy, wisdom save as this wave of psychic energy just blasts through the water.
Cool.
Okay. Wyatt and Charles, you each take 8 psychic damage.
Do the rest of us take half? Okay.
Of course.
Horace moves diagonally across and turns this valve.
Okay. More water begins to exit from the room, and now the water level is clearly dropping.
Let's move within 5 feet of Brevin so I can block with my shield if something attacks him.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
At this point, Wyatt, you begin to see the water rippling. Something large is moving beneath the surface. And with that, you all see the water rippling, something very large and obviously it almost looks like a fish moving through just below the surface of the water until something massive explodes up and out right next to Brevin and Horace. Explodes up out of the surface of the water, only the top half of it But then you see all of these tentacles just come shooting out of the water around it. It is going to be 1 for Brevin and 2 for Horus, as these tentacles lash out at you both. Brevin, the one going for you is a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
So it is 12 bludgeoning, and Brevin, you get this slime just coating over your armor as the tentacle slams into you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, okay, reduces the damage by 1d10 plus proficiency. So damage reduced by 4, so down to 8 bludgeoning.
By 7.
Proficiency 3, got it. So from 7, that is going to take it down to 5 bludgeoning. You take Brevin, but I do still need you to make that Constitution save. Good stuff.
You get hit points back.
What would a jellyfish vampire even be like?
Oh, right. Right.
What?
Horus, the next 2 tentacle strikes are coming for you. It is a 20, and a crit with a 29. Horus, the second attack is 16 bludgeoning and a con save. Do you have resistance to disease?
I do.
Advantage. Okay.
Resistance to disease?
Both resistance and advantage. So, how much damage did you say?
It is 16 bludgeoning damage, but you did get to roll the con save with advantage.
Right.
Right. The creature is then going to sink back below the waves.
Didn't change.
I thought it was both, Wyatt. Poison and disease for dwarves.
No, there's no resistance to diseases. There's immunity to diseases, but as far as I know, that only came with the paladin.
Yeah.
Okay. 16 is still a success, though. So, no worries there. Okay. That is its turn. And it is going to sink down just beneath the surface of the water.
Nope, that's stone cutting.
Okay.
Advantage on
So
saving
it wouldn't
throws
do
and
anything against
resistance.
diseases.
Oh. Right.
Okay, but 16 is still good to save, so you're good.
Okay.
All right. It sinks down below the water, 5 feet down, Brevin. It is lightly obscured.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yep. Dandy, you're up.
Dandy's gonna go the rest of the way up and try and smash through that grate with by raging, please.
Dandy, there are about half a dozen of those little fish people up there, and they begin stabbing their spears down at you as you approach.
Can I yank them away?
So let's go ahead and... So you would have known that they were up there. So it would be about 6 held attacks going off against you when you got up there, because they're all just waiting for you.
Yep, that's cool.
Okay.
I'm there to fuck them up.
Okay, here they come. Okay, so the ones that are likely to possibly hit are a 15, a 20, and a
No.
21.
20 and 21 are it.
So you take 9 piercing,
So 5?
halved round down, so 4.
4, okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
Am I able to like break the spears or yank them away in any way?
You could. It would be an action to try and do so, but you can make an athletics check, and you'd only be able to pull one away at a time.
Okay. Am I able to just ignore them and slam into the grate instead?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Athletics?
Yep. With advantage.
Thank you. 24.
All right. So yeah, you are able to get the grate open. Those fish people are not very strong. They're still up there, 6 of them, trying to stab away at you, but you do have an escape route if you so choose to take one.
I'm literally going to just yell down that get the fuck out of there and try and clear out these fishies on the next turn. I'm raging. They can stab me all day. I think that's all I can do this round, though.
Charles?
Has the water reduced enough that it's no longer rough terrain on the walkway?
With 2 of them open, it would go... Yes, it would. It would... that is no longer difficult terrain on the walkways.
Okay. We'll go to here. I'll put my hex onto this one here. And I'll try taking some shots at it. I'm assuming it's gonna get the extra 2 AC. Or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think it
5
has
feet
a high
below the
AC.
water, half cover.
Okay. Put that on. There we go.
Okay. Neither of those hit. Is that a 12 and a 16?
That is a 12 and 16, yes.
Those both do miss.
Really? Okay, good to know. Should have done one at a time. Although I probably wouldn't have really known until the 19. Alright. In that case, bonus action, Luna will close this valve.
Okay. The water stops pouring in.
And Luna's going to move. That'll be turn.
Okay. Charles, at the end of your turn, this thing's huge fish-like tail slams up out of the water, and with its 10-foot reach, Brevin, it is going after you. It is a 27 to hit, Brevin.
Oh, that'll definitely hit.
15 bludgeoning.
Okay.
What?
Minus 15. Oof, that hurt.
Um,
Oh,
Quick-
my hex
quick-
fade's crap. Oh well.
quick question. Would I have an inkling of what this is?
Make a history check. You would have a vague idea.
In that case, he will take his turn and cast his protection from evil and good, and specifically select aberration.
Okay.
And he will let them know what its name is, or what he thinks it might be, using deep speech. So it gets really Cthulhu-like coming out of Wyatt's mouth. And he's just gonna run over towards where Brevin is. trying to get as close to it. Yeah, he's gonna get to there.
You get all the way to here if you wanted to as well.
I can't do anything this turn. That's the. Yeah. He'll end this turn there.
Okay. Brevin?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my action to shut this valve right here beside me.
Okay. The water continues draining out faster now.
And, Does this thing get an opportunity attack if I move normally back towards this last one that hasn't been shut off yet?
You have seen that it has a 10-foot reach.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to utilize this thing here, which gives me a once per day Misty Step. And I'm just going to turn into fog, into mist, swirl over here, reconsolidate, and prepare to shut off this last valve.
Okay.
I believe we already got that one, and we already got the other 3, correct?
Correct. There's only one left.
Okay, so that's the last one. Okay.
That is very cool, Brevin.
Okay.
Nikes.
Anything else from Brevin?
That's it for the time being.
On initiative count 20, I need Dandy to make an intelligence saving throw.
But
Okay.
good for you, sis.
All right.
Oh.
I didn't think it was going to go well either.
Who said barbarians weren't smart?
Your reaction to it is what made it classic.
All right, that is going to bring us to Horus.
Horace is. All that's done. We're gonna move up so I'm within 5 feet of Wyatt. I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a second wind. Where is that? Does that automatically
I know you would have to roll your D10 plus your fighter level.
Okay, I'll take that later, and then I'll toll the dead the thing in the water.
Okay. Save result is a 12.
Doesn't make it.
Okay.
So 2d12.
It hasn't taken any damage yet.
Oh, I thought it did. Yeah. 2d.
Ha! Nice.
Take that. I haven't taken any damage yet.
He certainly has now.
Okay, and
Okay.
I'm good.
And Horus, at the end of your turn, it is going to swipe at you with its tail, just like it did to Brevin. 14 to hit. We all know that misses horribly.
That misses.
And seeing the water level beginning to drop, it is going to use its tentacles and kind of just slap them onto the platform and just haul its impressive bulk up and onto the platform. And three tentacles. One for Horus, two for Wyatt. Or, you know what, two for Horus, one for Wyatt. Horus, ooh, a nat 1 for a 10. A 21, and ooh, Wyatt's, yours is a 28.
Is that with disadvantage?
Disadvantage? So, how many people, is it just you that has protection from,
Yes.
Okay.
Just
So
mine.
at disadvantage, Wyatt, yours is a 16.
That misses.
21 for Horus, though.
That misses.
Okay. What's your current AC, Horace? It looks like it's wrong on my little notes here.
23.
23, good stuff.
18 for the armor, 20 for the shield. The shield's magical +1. My smith blessing is another +1, and then I have +1 from Charles.
Nice.
Yep.
Right. Dandy.
Hooray!
So you really can't see what's going on down there right now, because the way that I described it, the ladder is set into a hole in the ceiling 15 feet off the ground, and then it goes up 15 feet farther up in a bit of a tunnel up there. So you really don't see what's going on down there. What do you want to do?
I think that I'm like opening up a way for my friends to get out. Baby doll. She is going to smack some fishmen around. If that's
All right,
okay.
so you're going the rest of the way up there?
Oh yeah, I thought I was up. I'm sorry.
No, you are still at that grate.
Then
So
I'm getting out, yeah.
let me go ahead and do this. I can't put you on the other map. What I can
Okay.
do is put you here and surround you with fish people.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Well, I am raging. I would like to initiate my storm aura and hit someone with an axe. I'll do this guy up here.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yay. Is he still standing?
I didn't see the damage. So 14, 16.
Plus,
You're gonna hit him with the that does take him out.
Okay.
Bolt of
Then
lightning
I'm
to the
gonna-
face.
yes. I'm gonna focus on our friend here.
Okay.
And repeat. Oh,
You're getting very unfortunate rolls tonight when you're damaged, Andy.
you know, it is what it is.
Okay. All right. So while your friends aren't exactly in a great position to escape, you are at least preventing the reinforcements from arriving. So that's
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Charles, you're up. It is also important to note that the water level did continue to drop on initiative count 20.
Cool.
Is it low enough that we can see the bottom now?
Not quite.
Okay.
Low enough
Well,
that the
now that-
aboleth decided to pull itself up and out because it can't swim in it anymore.
Well, now that it doesn't have the extra phase C, I'm gonna take one more try at it.
Yeah.
17.
17 just hits.
Boom. And at 17, I'm willing to keep the bonfires on. Ah, sad. Second shot misses sadly.
Mm.
How much was the... Oh, geez, 26. Not bad.
Nice.
Bonus action. Let's see if Luna's in range. Alright, Luna will get to here, and they will... They're gonna take the dash action actually, and if possible I'd like to get Luna to like skillfully jump over to here, if that's possible.
Crossing through an occupied enemy space is a contested athletics check.
Alternatively, she can just go through the water since she's unaffected by the water.
You not just leave her there?
Yeah, because
Not
Oh,
much
yeah.
in the way of water.
all those valves there have been shut off.
It's because of the reaction that Luna has if she's right next to the
Oh,
horse.
okay.
then-
Yeah, the deflect attack thing.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to put it there. The other option is I leave it here and you have flanking, but
I got no area to hit it if Luna's there.
well, if you go here, I can go here with Luna and you can have flanking.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll move Luna there,
Okay.
and I'll just maul it. It comes up and just takes a nice big bite out of it. "13 probably misses." Alright, that's it for me.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Charles, it sends a tail attack at Luna. Only an 11 to hit, though. You're up, Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt's gonna swing around, his veins pulsing with that black necrotic energy, and he's gonna start wrapping this thing up.
14 does not. Oh, 27 hits.
7 bludgeoning, 8 necrotic, and then he will grapple this big fish.
Wyatt, as you grab a hold of this thing, I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
7.
Nothing yet. And it does fail its athletics check, so you do have it grappled.
Got it.
It is extraordinarily slimy, by the way.
Yeah, he's having to, like, essentially wrap himself up in calamari.
Okay. Wyatt, at the end of your turn, it smacks you with its tail.
Yep.
With it. It's a nat one. Alright. Brevin.
I'm going to stay where I'm at and start peppering this thing with some shots.
Okay. That's
Oh,
certainly...
28. I am going to use the Grave Touch thing to do to roll an extra D10 damage for that.
Okay.
Which should double that, where it's 2d10 damage.
10, 15, 22...
Plus
32 points.
Plus 10. And it has to make a saving throw to see if it is frightened of me at the moment.
Okay.
Which it's a wisdom save 16 to pass.
Alright. Wisdom save result is... 18.
Okay, I figured it probably would. And I'm going to fire another blast, just regular force. 19 for...
Hits.
Oh wait, I do not have a hex going because I lost concentration on it, so... take the 3 off of... Take off 3... We take off 3 from the first attack, and 3 from the second. But still, still decent damage for one move. And I'll probably just move back one more square there just to make sure I'm kind of out of the way and can aim properly between stuff.
Right. Horus.
Fighting clerics. Let's toll the dead again. So 14 save.
Wisdom save result is... a 7. Jesus.
It only takes 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's it. I'm good.
Okay. At the end of your turn, its last legendary action is going to be to try to smack you with its tail, Horus. Ooh, that's a 24.
Oh man, that hits.
Unfortunately, the advantage was a crit, but I don't have advantage. So 13 bludgeoning. All right. Tentacly Bloy is doing tentacle things. Yeah, it's seen... What happened? Yeah, it's seen how easily... I want to be using its enslave ability more, but it's seen how easily you were able to deflect that. I think it's take Horus out of the equation first. RPing super smart creatures is so hard for me. Like, I do not have an intelligence of 18. I do not know what a creature with that kind of brain would do. But I think
Surrender?
Huh. I don't think that's what it would do.
Not one of these things.
Yeah. All right. I think it is going to... Yeah, there's no way it would surrender. Escape would be a thing, but you've already drained all the water out of the place. Which is important to note. The place is clear of water now. All 4 valves open. The 2 water intake valves closed. It is dry land throughout this entire place now, everybody.
How far down is it?
It is a gentle slope that leads down to 15 feet deep at the center of the slopes.
Got it.
All right. Yep. 3 tentacle attacks. I think all 3 of them are going for Horus.
Okay, bring him on.
It is no disadvantage on this, right? It's just Wyatt that has the protection.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So it is a 25. Ooh, a 24 and a 13.
Okay, 2 of those hit.
And I need 2 con saves from you, Horus.
Damn, this is why I wanted to put Luna next to Horus.
Right.
It is a total of 23 bludgeoning and 2 different con saves. Doesn't matter. The first one's a fail. Okay. So I will let you all both know what lovely thing is happening to you soon.
How much damage was there?
It is a total of 23 bludgeoning.
Okay.
It's going to bring us to Dandy up there fighting the backup.
Yay! I'm just gonna keep, slashing at fish. Storm Aura, Silver Axe to the one I already chopped at.
Okay. Oh.
I'm not gonna say the Storm Aura if that's okay.
No, he did.
Okay, yeah, I'll put it on the next one then. Alright, dead. I'm gonna go the next right around in a circle. You guys can run away at any time.
They are at the will of their god. I don't know how much you all know about Kuatoa, but they're not going anywhere. Okay, 24 certainly hits, and 16 kills that one. Jesus.
I didn't even need my Storm Aura. Just gonna...
Storm Aura, one of the other ones. Do a little damage to it.
Oh, am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to throw it at the right around in a circle. Here we go.
Right.
Meh. Beep.
Ah, nice. Just gets a little static shock. Okay.
They're having a bad time up there, aren't they?
Dandy, at the
I
end of
just
your
think you
turn,
guys
it's
are
going to
so
send a
slow.
tail swipe at Horus. Horus, it's only a 22.
That misses.
It's wonderful when you get to say only a 22 because someone's AC is so damn high.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
but my
nice.
hit points are 5, so...
That extra +1 AC helping right now.
Oh, yeah.
Charles, you're up.
Alright, let's see here. A little bit worried about Horus. I need to get some big damage in here, so let's hope we get lucky. First one's definitely hitting. Yes.
Okay. So 28 points. Jeez. Sharpshooter is just ups the damage output so much.
Yep. If both of them hit, it'd be so much more damage. And so you said it's just like a slow decline here, so
Yes.
it's like only like 5 feet down here.
Right.
All right, Luna's actually gonna go right here, and they should still be able to attack this thing, so that's what they're gonna do. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, 12 force.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. How many? It's only taken it's only taken 1 tail swipe so far, so it is going to make another one. Horus, it is only a 16. Wyatt, you're up.
Ooh. At the beginning of my turn, because I still got a hold of this thing, it's a D10 of necrotic for withering touch.
Okay. Nice.
9 necrotic damage.
Got it. So, just for my notes, Horus and Wyatt are the only ones that have failed saving throws against this thing touching them, right? Brevin, you haven't?
Yeah.
And Brevin has failed a saving throw against the inhalation of sewer water.
Well, he apparently swallowed some, but so we'll see what happens there.
All right. Okay. Wyatt, you're up.
Continually going to kill this thing.
15's not going to do
15?
it.
Can I use inspiration sessional
Yeah.
for?
Yeah, session will certainly
Yep.
hit him. Okay,
19. As a bonus action, he will throw a healing word at Horus.
Okay.
Add 3 to that, Horus, and I also gain 3 hit points for Blessed Healer.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's Wyatt's turn.
Okay, Brevin.
Can I move forward with this thing since I have it?
You can try to shove him. Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay. Because honestly, I want to get this thing away from Horus.
It does get a 25 on its athletics check.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Last tail smack going for Horus. It's a 21, Horus. Man, your AC. All right, Brevin, you're up. It is out of legendary actions for now until its next turn, of course.
Well, time to start firing away.
Nobody is in water anymore.
I am going to go ahead and use that. I don't have Hex going, so that's going to be 4 plus 6, so 10 damage there. It is going to be necrotic with the Grave Touch thing, and I'm going to do that extra D10.
Okay.
So 12 total for that hit. Has to make that DC 16 Wisdom save or be frightened.
Wisdom save result is only a 12. It is frightened.
Okay, so currently it is frightened to me, so it cannot willingly get closer to me.
Okay.
But we're going to throw another Eldritch Blast for regular force damage, but I think a 14 will probably miss. Because I've already burned my sessional.
Okay.
And I think that's all I got currently at the moment. How's this thing looking?
It's starting to look rough.
Okay. Okay, well that's all I've got.
Right. On initiative count 20. I need Horus to make an intelligence saving throw.
Wrong thing.
Horus, you
I'll
see...
use
Use your sessional?
I'll use my sessional.
All right. Another phantasmal force averted. Horus, you're up.
It seems I have your attention now. And I stand up tall like a target, and then I dodge.
All right, cool.
As long as he's directing all attacks at me, they're going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Luna no longer needs to be there now.
Oh, were they at disadvantage before?
They weren't.
Luna can force disadvantage.
On one attack.
Against you. On one attack, yep.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, if one of them would hit you, then she'd use a second attack, and then hopefully make it miss.
All right, Horus, here they come. This thing, you are public enemy number 1 for this thing. You're just thwarting its efforts left and right. Right, here they come. 3 tentacle attacks, all going for Horus. A 12, a 10, and a 16.
Yep. Good to be a dwarf.
Yeah. All right. Dandy can continue her fish slaughter.
She's going to continue down here with the guy she gave the warning to.
Okay.
And Eh.
18 hits.
I'm going to go ahead and use my Storm Aura on him.
Oh, that takes him out. Nice.
Continuing on.
Damn,
Like, I'm
use
just
the
like,
force
you guys
weapon.
can run at any time. Like, just fuck off. It'll be okay.
That one usually misses. So
Fair enough.
okay.
So I just gotta say, okay, this is like your last chance. Like, I'm giving you your one opportunity to go away.
Hey,
Hey guys, hurry the F up.
tail attack at Horus. 19
no idea
misses.
what's going on.
Charles, you're
No
up.
idea. No idea whatsoever.
Alright, let's see if I can finish it here. I think it's good rolls. Oh, I wish I had inspiration 3. Oh, that sucks. That would have been a nice crit. Well, I guess Luna is gonna go and do her thing. Damn, I whiffed this turn.
All right. Tail for Horus. Miss. Wet.
Can I like get across to Luna and gain advantage? Like if it's a 5-foot slope. Like
I
move
would
here.
say that you would need to repeat. No, you're good. You're good.
I could repeat the grapple as a bonus action. So
Yeah, go ahead.
If that's what you want. Yeah.
You're getting out of my shield defense.
Re-wrapping him back up.
Wyatt, he does get a 24 on the reattempt.
Are you kidding me?
I am
Okay.
not.
I will let go of the grapple. Well, at the beginning of my turn, I did have him grappled, though, at least, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll at least throw the withering contact at it.
Okay.
6 at the beginning. And then 15.
15 does not hit.
God damn it. Yep. Makes sense. I don't have him grappled anymore.
Okay. Brevin, you're up.
Can I finish moving?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Horse is just gonna dodge anyway. Yeah, I'll just move back.
I'm just gonna open fire again. I figure 24 hits.
24 does hit.
Again, do not have hex going, so it's just 4 plus 7. And I'll go ahead and use that extra necrotic damage for 8.
Okay.
So that's 19 total there. And it has to try to see if it stays frightened. It has to redo the wisdom throw. 16 or lower, it's frightened to me.
It does get a 23 this time.
Okay, yeah, I figured so. So we'll throw a regular force one at it. Oh, 28.
Nice.
But I gotta take 1 off because Hex is not going there, so 16.
Nice.
So
Hey, it is starting to look rough and it's got nowhere to go.
okay, I believe that is all my turn.
Brevin, I missed your first attack. Brevin, how do you kill this thing?
Oh, I killed it. Oh, just these almost with his Eldritch Blast, it's almost this cold absence of darkness. That's almost an absence of light that just flicks out and just rips through the roof of its mouth and out the back of its head.
Okay. Andy, with that, you see the 2 fish people, the 2 Kuoto in front of you, their eyes just go wide, and then they scream and run away as their deity dies.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What are you guys doing down there? You're making me do all the work.
That's right.
We killed the boss.
Where were you?
So Wyatt and I, we have a disease or a poison or something.
Dandy, are you going back down the ladder?
Yeah, they're taking way too long.
Yeah, do we know we're diseased? Like,
Dandy just comes on down, just covered in fish guts.
oh,
Charles is like, we could have used your help against that monstrosity. What were you doing up there?
Covered in fish guts.
He just stares at him.
there's like a chunk of like fish face still on her shoulder.
I don't think the water baron's gonna want that dress back.
It's okay
Look,
to change
Dandy.
out of it.
Look at the size of the catfish we caught, Dandy.
I think
What,
cumulatively, mine was bigger.
medicine check to see what disease we have.
Yes, we'll say that
I'll
a
give
minute.
him guidance on his medicine check, and he can give me guidance on mine.
So a
Yeah,
minute has passed at this point while you all are examining this body, and you begin to feel itchy, like you want to be in water very, very badly. Hot.
No.
This is Horace and Wyatt.
Yeah.
Let's
I have
Your skin, the both of you, begins to get slimy.
I have the thing though. Can I cast it?
What thing? Yeah. Restore greater? Lesser?
Lesser restoration
Lesser.
to remove disease.
as do I.
Okay. Getting to it this early, what did not work for R10 does work for the both of you, and you are able to remove that aboleth's slime sickness from yourselves.
Ugh.
Hallelujah.
Or as you still feel, Brevin, you still feel fine.
Okay.
So,
Or fine, or relatively fine.
so Dandy, you begin to hear somebody coming down the ladder. Two people, actually.
I'm just gonna raise my axe just in case I have to hack somebody.
I also raise my bow.
So as they're coming down, you recognize the purple dress of Atalia descending the ladder after you all. She's followed by another young woman as well. The young woman has a cloak up over her head, but Atalia steps down and sees the body of the dead aboleth and says, "Wonderful! You've done it! I did not believe in a million years you could have done it. And I've come across someone who claims to know you all." And Elaine Van Enrick removes a hood from her face. She's no longer wearing a mask. No longer is she wearing the garb of the Crimson Blade that you saw in Waterdeep. But it is very clearly Elaine Van Enrick in front of you all.
Well, if you're looking for Frederick, he had to depart our company.
Brevin, Elaine looks up and gives you almost a confused look. Like she doesn't know who you're talking about.
Your brother?
And Atalia looks over towards Elaine. She says, "Elaine, that's very rude of you. Say hello to your friends." And Elaine pulls a dagger out and lunges at Dandy.
Bitch.
And we're going to pick up here next week.
Oh shit.